Chris Talk Show, tune in, don't miss every word dropping jewels. Straight bliss. Chris Talk Show with a vibe legit. Take a seat, lean back, this the hit.
What's up, listeners, and welcome to another episode of the show. Hope that you're having a blessed day, because I am definitely having a blessed one. All right, folks, let's get right into our top topic for this episode, which is going to be in Ohio. What is it? A husband charged with murder after claiming his wife stabbed herself 17 times. We're going to go to Sarah for this report, and as always, I'm going to give you my view and my opinion at the end. Let's get right into it.
Thank you, Chris. A husband in Ohio has been charged with murder after he claimed that his late wife stabbed herself 17 times. Kyle Long was arrested on Wednesday, March 4th, after he allegedly murdered his wife, Rachel Long, inside their home in London, Ohio, on the afternoon of October 23, 2025. Kyle, 35, told police that Rachel returned home from work on the day of her death and went into the master bathroom as he worked at his desk. According to an arrest warrant viewed by the New York Post, he went on to claim that he saw Rachel stab herself several times in the neck and face. Rachel was found on the bathroom floor next to the toilet in a pool of blood. And the court record stated that she sustained stab wounds on her face, arms and hands. Police pronounced Rachel dead at the scene when they reported to the home. Police ordered Kyle to take off his clothes so they could test the articles for DNA and document any injuries he had at the time of the incident. He was then brought to the Madison County Sheriff's Office for questioning, where he told authorities that Rachel had asked for a separation. The timeline of when Rachel asked for a separation and her death is not currently clear. An investigation was launched into Rachel's death, and officials recovered text messages she sent to a friend shortly before her death. Officials noted that she did not seem suicidal in the exchange and said that the two women were discussing the outfits they were planning to wear to a concert the next night. The last text message that Rachel sent to her friend was sent 4 minutes before a 911 call was made from Kyle's phone. Kyle told police that he never called 911 twice. However, his phone log revealed that he had placed a call 4 minutes before a second call to 911 was made. While speaking to police for a second interview, Kyle provided conflicting answers that didn't line up with his initial statements. Additionally, police said that his claims conflicted with evidence found inside his home that indicated there was a struggle between two individuals. Police completed a 360-degree scan of the house and concluded that Kyle couldn't have seen his wife stabbing herself from where he claimed he was sitting. Authorities also said that Kyle claimed his wife only used her right hand to stab herself, though an autopsy of her body uncovered multiple, defensive wounds that would have been impossible for her to inflict with only her right hand. Kyle is currently being held on a $1.5 million bond, and it is not currently clear if he has entered a plea. The Madison County Sheriff's Office did not immediately respond to Us Weekly's request for comment. Rachel ran her own pet grooming service. According to her obituary, an animal lover at heart, she also was active in rescuing dogs. She was an avid reader and loved attending rock concerts. Her obituary stated. Back to you, Chris.
All right, as always, thank you, Sarah, for that report. Shot my bomb real quick so I can get into this. All right, listeners, this is the part of the show where I give you my view and my opinion on this particular topic. And what do we say?
Bruh.
I mean, I just want to go into this, but first, let's drop the dummy buzzer for the sky, please, real quick. For doing the stupid crime that he did, which was probably a very senseless one. Okay, and then let's also, can we drop the church bell for the life that was lost in this situation, please? Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that sound box God. Thank you for that. Before I go right into it, I want to say that this story, it brings us to Ohio, and there must be something in the water,
Bruh.
because this dude is crazy, and then on top of that, he was really bugged, had to be losing his mind to think that the cops was going to actually really believe this. Like, come on.
Bruh.
You know, it's the only way to go with that. Hold on. Sorry about that, folks. Hold on for a second. Okay, let's get back to business. I am so sorry about that. To my listeners, I'm pretty sure we can edit that out, though, right?
Bruh.
But anyway, let's get back to the story at hand, which is that this guy is really like he. Let me say this: the dude to think like this, right? You have got to be stupid, just straight up stupid, to think that somebody is going to stab themselves
Bruh.
17 times.
Bruh.
Not one, not two, 17. And to really think that somebody was going to actually believe this stupid. Like, for real, bro. Who in the hell is going to stab themselves 17 times? This man was obviously lying. And like I've told so many of my listeners, it is so cheaper to keep them, bro. It is so cheaper to keep them. No, you can laugh all you want. You can laugh all you want. But take it from me, it is cheaper to keep them than to get rid of them, okay?
Bruh.
And the fact that this woman wanted to divorce him, I don't understand why so many men bug out over divorce. I don't understand that. But the intentions, let me correct myself. Not the intentions. Let me correct myself. It's not the intentions, okay? But the purpose of getting married is to come together as one and to form an everlasting a unity, right?
Bruh.
But these days, a lot of people they don't focus on marriage; they focus on money. Okay, so
Bruh.
I can understand a little bit. I'm gonna be a two-headed coin for y'all real quick. I know some people probably lose me, but a little bit, I can understand why this man was probably mad about getting divorced, because most men, the majority of men, don't want to divorce their wives. A majority of women do want to divorce their husbands because they know that they will get some form of security at the end of it. You know what I mean? Some type of money.
Bruh.
So to me, sometimes I just see marriage these days as just a money grab. You know what I'm saying? To me.
Bruh.
No, I'm being serious. Marriage today, okay. I mean, let's just be honest. Marriage today, come on, man. Come on, let's be serious. It's a money bag, bro. Okay, all women think about, well, most women think about is money. Money.
Message.
That's it. And half of them can't even make the money that they're asking their spouse to make. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
What else did I want to touch on here? Oh yeah, let me get back to that point. And I know probably some of my listeners, you're probably sitting there saying, "Oh, this lady made a lot of money and all that stuff." But let's be honest. Um, Women, let's just be serious. Women are greedy, bro. That's the shit.
Message.
They're greedy, and the fact that she was making millions of dollars, that probably it probably didn't matter, but the money aspect of it probably didn't matter. But according to her friends, okay, she enjoyed doing her job, and that is something that is something that he took away. You know what I'm saying? Even though they were going through their issues or whatever, it's just something that she enjoyed doing. She enjoyed helping out animals. Now, whether to me, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because whether you're going to help out people or animals, if you're using your time to help other people, I mean, come on. Can we give an applause for that, please? Whether it be helping people or helping animals, and me myself, I like animals.
Bruh.
Shut up, Ed. I do like animals, okay? I do. But I like animals. So it hurts me to find out that a woman who is so dedicated to animals had to go out that way. Now, you know what I'm saying? A little side joke. She should have been more dedicated to her husband, but that did not happen. Now, we also did find out that this woman, this woman and her husband were having a little bit of trouble within their relationship. It seems to be for for a couple of years. They don't really mention it in this particular interview. They didn't mention it, but according to other outlets, that this couple has been having problems for so many years. But this guy, I'm just saying, he has got to be the biggest idiot to think that anybody would believe that somebody would stab themselves 17 times.
Bruh.
Not just random places, but they would stab themselves in the neck and in the chest and in the face.
Bruh.
That had to be a real psycho to do that. And it doesn't appear that she was that way. Okay? As far as sentencing, well, right now he's being held at what was it? 1.5 what was it? 1.5 million? 1.5, right. Yeah, 1.5 million dollars.
What?
For his bail. And if it was me, I probably would have made it higher so that he couldn't get out. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
But whatever the courts throw at this man, which I think he's probably going to get, this is probably going to end up being a 25 to life sentence, or just probably a life sentence. That's what I'm assuming. This is not fact, ladies and gentlemen. I am just assuming that he is probably going to get a life sentence. And in my opinion, this is exactly what this man deserves. He deserves that life sentence. Let's give the court an applause for giving this guy a life sentence. Can we do that? Yeah, to Madison County. Let's give them a nice round of applause. Now, I will say this. My advice that I would give to all my listeners, any of my listeners out there, my advice is this. If you are having such a problem within your relationship, you have two options: to either work on those problems or to simply just get the out of the relationship. It's very, very simple. Thank you for that round of applause. I didn't need that. But it's very simple to do these things, okay? And that's my view, and that's my opinion on this particular topic. Drop my bomb real quick so I can get up out of here. I got to go pick up the babies. All right. All right, listeners, thank you so much. All right, so anyway, to all my listeners, if you know anybody that is dealing with any type of domestic abuse, you can call a national domestic hotline at 1-800-799-7233. That's 1-800-799-7233. Or you can text them at 88788. That's 88788. And this is anonymous, right? Okay, so all the calls are anonymous. So if you know somebody who is dealing with some domestic violence and they don't want to talk, uh, if you're a good friend, be that good friend for them and be their voice. All right. Let's get out of here. All right. I want to thank all my listeners for tuning in. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Also, check us out on all our other social media platforms. We are on TikTok now, but there should be a listing for you at the end of this taping. There should be a listing of all the shows, of all the platforms that we are on. All right. If there's nothing else, stay blessed and not stressed. I will see all of y'all later. Peace out. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, folks.